All right, are you ready? Come closer. Are you ready? Today we have to teach everybody about a superfood for dogs, pudding. Nope, not that kind of pudding. Bone broth pudding. And bone broth pudding is an excellent meal addition, kibble topper, meal topper, snack, even frozen snack for your senior dog. Why? What even is bone broth pudding? Well, it's super easy to make. It is highly nutritious and it's great for senior dogs with teeth problems because it is super soft to eat, because it is the consistency of pudding, right? Okay, so let's start with the three big benefits of bone broth pudding for dogs, for senior dogs, and then we'll give everybody a recipe, okay? You ready? Benefit number one, what is it? Prebiotic fiber. Okay, so when we make bone broth pudding, we're basically gonna take all of the pieces of a regular broth, let's say a chicken broth in this case, because this works best with the leftover parts from a chicken broth. Pork and beef bones are gonna be much too hard unless you have some sort of space age food processor. It's gonna be almost impossible to grind those down into a pudding consistency. So let's use chicken bones. You might get away with turkey bones as well, but go with chicken for now. So in that as well are gonna be all of the vegetables that we used in the chicken broth. So if you used red peppers, some carrot tops, maybe some red cabbage, whatever you used will now be blended up and put into this pudding. When we make broths, we are trying to pull all of the nutrients out of the bones and the vegetables and put it into the liquid. And after you've run a broth through 3-4 batches, you can be sure that most of what's in the bones and most of what's in the vegetables has been used up. We call these spent bones or spent vegetables. However, there are some things that will not go into a broth, like fiber. Fiber cannot liquefy and go into your dog's broth. So we're gonna take those vegetables and we're gonna grind them up, and they're gonna make a prebiotic fiber, which is ultra important for gut health because it's gonna feed all those healthy gut bacteria, right? When you give them kefir or Greek yogurt or whatever probiotic supplement you're giving them, you're now feeding those healthy bacteria with the prebiotic fibers from bone broth pudding. And obviously with seniors, it's important to help with regularity, and fiber can do that. Prebiotic fiber is especially important for this as it can add bulk to help the transport out of town, right? Number two, an enormous benefit, and one that will silence those who say, oh, homemade dog food doesn't have this nutrient, calcium. See, calcium is the one mineral that does not leach well from the bones into regular broth. You'll get some, but not enough. Not enough for senior dogs, certainly not enough for young puppies. However, we're now gonna take those bones, and keep in mind, when we run chicken bones through a broth batch 2, 3, 4 times, they're gonna be super soft. They will crumble under your touch. This makes them easy to blend. So all of the marrow inside, all of what actually makes up the bone is calcium. They are now gonna get that. It is now a highly bioavailable, easy to digest, basically calcium supplement, and a really delicious delivery method. And you're not just gonna get calcium, you're gonna get magnesium, potassium, manganese, zinc, as well as phosphorus. I mean, all of the minerals that did not come out will be taken from the bones, crushed up, made into pudding, and delivered directly to your dog's belly. And the number 3 benefit. You ready? Number 3, collagen. We talk about that so much on this channel, and it is so important for senior dogs because collagen helps their joints heal, helps their joints get stronger. It optimizes joint health, it optimizes gut health. It can help their brains, their skin, their eyes, their organs. Every part of them is helped by collagen that is easily digestible. Now, a lot of the collagen does go from the bones into the broth. That's okay, there's still gonna be a little bit left in those bones, and that's why we're gonna put them in this pudding to give them, again, a second dosage, a second wave, if you will, of highly bioavailable collagen. Just like we're gonna milk those bones for calcium, we're also gonna milk them for every last gram, microgram of collagen that is possible to get into our dog's system. Don't forget, collagen helps gut health. Gut health helps immunohealth. It helps optimize the immune system. So whenever we can get collagen into their bodies, it's gonna help their immune systems. And obviously for a senior dog, or if you're at home and you got a puppy, you wanna boost their immune system too. You wanna have it optimized to fight off anything that comes their way. Now, the next part, we have to tell everybody how to make this. It's super easy, right? Because you've done it a million times. How many times have you made bone broth pudding? 10 million. So this works best with leftovers from chicken broth, as I said. Easiest bones to grind up. You're gonna wanna run them through at least 3 batches. That means you're gonna use the same bones for 3 full changes of water. Now, how much that makes, I don't know. Usually in a full-size crock pot, you're gonna get between 5 and 7 liters. So that might be a week's worth of broth. And at the end of the week, you're gonna take the bones, you're gonna take any vegetables, not using any onions, no garlic, and a little bit of leftover broth, whatever you have. Just gonna take this, we're gonna throw it into a food processor, and we're gonna run it through for a few minutes. Check the consistency after, say, 30 seconds to a minute. You should see that there are no bone fragments. It is smooth, and it has the consistency of a very thick pudding. Now, you can give this to your dog at 1 tablespoon a day or 2, depending on what your dog's eating. You can't really feed them too much of this, but think of this as more of a supplement than as a meal. It can also be used as a snack if you want to freeze this in ice cubes. Give it to them in the summertime. Again, you're going to get all those electrolytes. You're going to get the collagen and the minerals, so it makes a nice frozen treat in the summer to help them cool down, but you can just put it on top of their food as well. Now, if you want your dog's joints to feel a lot better, check out this video that's right over my face. Can't go over your face, your star of the show. And it will talk about the best joint supplements, the best joint nutrients for senior dogs. Good? One more? Not so good. Okay, and we'll see you next time.